G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of My Time at Sandrock. Hope you guys are doing well today. Now in the previous episode, I would say that the biggest highlight would be Katori finally reuniting with her son Arlo. So he arrived at the station in the morning and yeah, it was a really good time. We focused quite a lot of our efforts on the whole thing with Arlo's birthday and him arriving, etc, etc. So I think everything turned out really well, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be a follow-up to the whole birthday situation and whether or not we'll get any form of, you know, cutscene or whatever about having made him the model train. But anyway, there is just a little bit of farm work to do here at the beginning. And yeah, while I'm doing this, I'll also talk about the sort of negative end that we left off the episode prior. Obviously, a lot of these episodes are recorded in the future, so for you guys, you won't really actually be, well, in real time, for me anyway, you guys won't be seeing this for, you know, a few days yet. But I am going to try to resolve the issue with the kitchen by just very quickly experimenting on having a factory. And some people have already mentioned that I should be getting a factory up and running. And I mean, I initially wasn't really going to bother too much about a factory, but who knows, it could be good. So I probably just want to experiment on it and see what a factory can do. And I think we also need like a factory control panel. Possibly. Now, in my mind, I could be wrong here, but I believe by having a factory set up and a control panel from, let's say, the outside, or maybe even on the inside, you can pretty much control all of your machines from that control panel, and you don't actually have to approach each machine one by one. And that could be the benefit of having a factory, just sort of storing or condensing everything in the one menu. But anyway, let's actually go in, and what I really want to experiment on is whether or not there is a way for us to, you know, decorate this place and not just have machines in it, if that makes sense. So hang on. Maybe I need to go into the editing mode? Either that, or I've not made enough space. Let me just play around with this a little bit more. So yeah, let's maybe give it a little bit more. That way it's not so cramped. And yeah, we'll see if we can place down the cooking station. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how factories work then in that case. So my initial thought process was that a factory is a special type of building that can then hold all of the machines. I'm gonna leave the factory here, and the reason for that is because, well, one other thing that we could experiment on is going to Construction Junction and buying the control panels there, because I believe that's the only place that you can get them. So we'll do that tomorrow. I'm just sort of having a think about whether or not there's anything else that I can do here towards the end of the night. It's sort of late-ish, but we still have plenty of stamina. So let's see what we can do about that. At least expend a little bit of our stamina, and then we might actually head to bed really early this time around. Probably a few things that are maybe going to happen tomorrow. with Arlo having arrived. Maybe the opening of Katori World might happen. Again, not entirely sure. Speaking of things that are happening, I'm just wanting to check if there's anything going on here. Yeah, okay, it's just really about planting the Saxel trees, and I might actually complete that in this episode and see what happens next. Alright, I think that's everything here. Still a little bit of time, but that's okay. We'll have a sleep now. I was sort of thinking about whether or not I want to go out and grab some more nanomaterials, but that can wait. Let's have a sleep. Yeah, so it is kind of disappointing, isn't it? Because you can have all sorts of, like, things that, you know, represent a kitchen, except for the stovetop and oven. So, I think I also read in quite a few threads that people were a little bit disappointed that that is not a thing that can be done, apparently. So, a lot of people were sort of hoping that it was going to be introduced in 1.0, but I guess it's still not there. And I think I even saw a thread that said that Pathea were, well, they were responding to people, you know, sort of unhappy about it, and they said they were considering it. I guess they decided not to. A letter from Arlo. Blue. Hi, Ma said you made my train for my birthday. I wanted to say thank you. I really like it. I made a set of tracks for it. Nice. Okay. And from Katori, dear Sandrocker, it's finally time. I'm very excited to invite you to come for the grand opening of Katori World, happening at 8 PM tomorrow evening. Katori. Nice. Okay, there we go. I knew there was going to be some kind of a grand opening, so let's have a look at our commissions here. Quite a few decent looking commissions. Everything from Chi. We've got meat stuffed mushrooms. I'll do that for Amira. Let's grab all of these, but I guess I can't do all of them actually, because we are doing the meat stuffed mushrooms. Alright, we should get our machines working on stuff obviously before we leave. So let's do that. I probably want to grab some limestone when I see some. But we are looking pretty good in terms of stock of most things. We can go with a little bit of marble brick here. Recyclers, pine wood scrap maybe, and over here we can go with maybe a bit of plastic. Alright, farming maybe? Before we leave? Let's do some tomatoes. I am already running out of cactus seeds. Probably take this out. Hopefully that all grows at the same rate. It is a little bit frustrating when certain plants mature and then there's like still one more remaining that hasn't. So let's feed it some more. Retrieve all. Chuck you two in there. Feed them a little bit more. We're gonna need to start making some more brand bait, I guess. Which needs, yeah, a whole bunch of rice, which I don't exactly have tons of. Can I actually make my own rice? Because that seems like something that we should be able to do. So, maybe steamed rice? Boiled rice. Well, rice is also an ingredient on its own, so I guess maybe we can't make it on our own. Maybe we just have to buy it. Interesting. Well, I should stock up on some rice in that case. I will make some rice, bran bait. But yeah, need more of the rice. We'll go out and grab some. But before I do anything today, I sort of want to go to Construction Junction and just quickly check out the whole thing with the control panels. Yeah, we did start noticing a lot more greenery in town as well, and I definitely feel like the town is slightly changing as a result of all of the things that we've done so far. So it's really nice to see. Construction Junction, right over here. So we've got the factory control panel, and then there's a greenhouse console. I have no idea what that is exactly, but alright. Now that we have what we need for the factory, we'll head back and then do some more experimentation. Again, if things don't work out, I might actually just take the factory down and then you know, not worry about it too much. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is... Oh, Katori has something for us.
I was hoping I'd run into you. You free tonight? Let's go for a walk at, say, 6 p.m. I know a place with a beautiful view.
Yeah, sure. I need to take a break anyway.
All right. See you then. Now that Aloe's here, my life's becoming hectic. Worrying about the new park, worrying about what my son needs to eat for lunch. But it's so worth it. I'm having the time of my life.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. A Tour de Rock happening sometime very soon. In fact, when is that? Tour de Rock. Tomorrow and the next day. Right. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful with these events though, because they do move forward, or move time forward. And, I don't exactly want to be caught out with, important stuff happening, you know? So, we've got a factory control panel. Apparently, I can't put this outside. I guess I have to put it inside? Maybe. So let's put it just here by the door. It's not like I'm gonna keep things going here anyway. But yeah, let's take a look. Interact. Okay, now that that's there, does that mean I can Maybe I should put this down as well and just check it out. Information board. Okay, so maybe the information board goes outside? Maybe. What I understand is this is probably... controlling all of the machines that we have available. Possibly. Okay, so I can start queuing stuff up. And I can even see water and power here as well. That's very, very good. Very useful. Crafting. Yeah, I'm not quite understanding what is going on here. I'm pretty sure that it's just controlling all of the machines that we've already got set up. But I'm a little bit surprised because I would have thought you had to put those machines indoors first for it to count as part of the factory, if that makes sense. Where is that cooking station? Ah, yes, I can put it in here now. So... yeah, that might be the solution, guys. So, I could potentially just break down the room in the middle, because I can essentially decorate this space as well. So we can have like a mini factory sitting as a kitchen, and that way you can sort of, you know, like use that as a decoration. Not ideal that we had to jump through all these hoops, but you know, at least it's doable. I think that's the best way, guys, but again, if you guys have any better ways of trying to get to the solution that I'm after, do enlighten me in the comments down below. But let's actually get rid of all of this, because I don't exactly want all of it being here. Yep. Now that everything's clear, just acquire all of our stuff. And yeah, gonna have to sort of rework all of this. I'm not entirely sure I can change the materials of the structure on the outside, so we'll have to check on that. But yeah. And then I'm gonna have to redo some parts of the balcony area, which is a bit of a shame, but what are you gonna do? Alright, let's just top everything off, and time to look at commissions, I reckon, because we do have a few of them, and then we'll have that little stroll, I guess, with Katori. I guess maybe she's going to maybe talk about how her life is going, etc., etc. So we'll have a bit of a hangout.
Hello there. Thank you.
Alright, enjoy those shrooms. Then 3 more commissions for Chi. You know what? I remember we researched something. It was one of those water condenser thingos. And we did it really, really early. The Super Dew Collector. And I didn't realize how much advanced materials we would need for it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool, excellent. So, I'm sort of curious about that machine and seeing whether or not we can actually make it at this point. Because surely we are sort of getting close towards the end of the series. And we're getting towards the end game, I guess. So maybe those materials should be available to us now. But only way I'm gonna be able to check is if I actually have... Oh, it's Venti. Haven't spoken to Venti in ages. My birthday? Well, I never knew it, so I decided to start celebrating on the 12th of summer. That's the day the junkyard I found the cup that changed my life. The one that said Venti on it. Okay.
So long,
Right. It's a little bit sad though, isn't it? So I guess maybe she's like an orphan or something? Okay. Assembly station. Let's have a look at this thing. Super Dew Collector. Ah, we totally have everything for it, guys. So let's assemble, I would say maybe even a couple of these things. Let me just retrieve that and then we'll actually do it from here. We'll use the auto assembler. Nice, and now I can actually get rid of the normal Dew collectors. I mean, I guess I could leave them, but I like having a little bit more extra space out here, so let me just grab that in the inventory, this one as well, and we can probably sell these if we don't want them, so I guess our inventory space, it might be looking pretty horrendous right now. Okay. With all the commissions done, I think we do have enough time to now look at gathering some more materials. Again, I'm still eyeing the nano materials, so we'll go ahead and do that. The big problem though is just making sure that we are back and meeting Katori at 6. And I need to review where we need to go for that actually, because I don't want to be late. There we go. 0 out of 30. Interesting. And I don't know if it only collects dew at the, similar hours as the previous one, or if this being more advanced would actually give us dew more often. But anyway, oh, speaking of dew, maybe I should actually make some water out of the dew that we have. Alright, good. And just having a look at what we've got going on. There seems to be stuff happening in town. And then, yeah, this is where we need to meet up with Katori, so 6 o'clock, better not be late for that. Just sort of thinking about where I want to go so that we're not late. Yeah, we've only got a couple of in-game hours, so not a lot of time at all. So perhaps maybe I'm just going to hang around the bend for a little bit, guys. Another thing that I do want is more centipedes, so we'll look for some centipedes out here. Yeah, it's a shame that the terrariums can't be used for centipedes. That would have been really, really good. Because we don't exactly have a sandworm shortage, do we? Okay, centipedes. I think there should be one around up here somewhere. It's actually almost time for us to go back. Grab that. Yeah, I guess that's the only one that we're going to be able to get, considering the time. I guess the quickest way is going to the temple, and from there we should be able to go meet Katori. Okay, Merle, you can go back, and yeah. It's just over there. Alright, sorry for that cut, guys. Now, let's see. Katori should be around here somewhere. We are actually a little bit late. Supposed to be at 6 o'clock.
You came! I was worried you were gonna get caught up with work. Phew, another day almost over. You know, it's the first time I've come here with anyone. You can see so far from here. Really puts things into perspective. Did you get Alo's letter? I was surprised he wrote to you. Ma says he's been talking about you all the time. I've never seen him do that before. He never even writes to his pa. You know, he's taken it real tough since he left. My ex, well, he took off before the ink dried on the divorce papers. Sometimes I wonder if he was ever really there at all. Anyway, enough about that. Ma sent me pictures from my boy's party. Take a look at this one. You can see by his smile how much he loves the train model.
PE777. Again, I feel like the timeline of all of this stuff and the stuff happening is a little bit off, but anyway, I'm glad it made him happy.
It made me happy too. I haven't always been able to give him the things he wants. It was nice to be able to spoil him a little for once. You know, the more I get to know you, the more I think you have such a big heart, and you work harder than anybody in this town to make it grow. Look at me prattling on. Tell me more about yourself. What were you like as a child? Or how about plans for the future?
Yeah, I guess I can talk about me and Nia.
Came to Sandrock, follow it in your footsteps, eh? Seems like you two are real close. You know, I always thought my future would be business and motherhood. Friendship, love, all that was left behind me. I never imagined wanting anything other than bringing my son here. I didn't think my own happiness was important right now, but you showed me I was wrong.
Everyone deserves to be happy.
I never understood that until you came along. But I believe you're right. Happiness shouldn't be dependent on how hard someone works. It just is. Well, just thought I'd tell you that I appreciate you being such a great friend to me. It's nice to be able to trust someone. And, you know, if you ever need help with anything, know I've got your back too. Time to get back to it, eh? See you around.
Alright, there you go. Very heartful conversation there with Katori. I guess that was our cue and opportunity to court her if we really wanted to. But no, Mian is the one, right? I have no idea whether or not we will get more opportunities to actually court her, or if we can maybe do something about, you know, trying to convince her to be our girlfriend or anything like that. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I guess maybe there are some opportunities early on in the game, which I probably didn't take. So maybe we are well past that stage. Or perhaps maybe it's just a matter of like hanging out with people constantly and, you know, building the relationship that way. Let's buy some stuff here. We do want some rice. And perhaps maybe a few other staples here. It might not be a bad idea to buy stuff while we've got like a really big discount at the moment. Flour, I'm pretty sure we can make our own flour, right? So probably don't need that. And yeah, we could probably sell stuff as well. I'm thinking I want to sell the dew collectors. Don't need those anymore. Anything else we don't need? I mean, we've got a lot of decorations and stuff. A lot of clothing. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the stuff that we are actually using, so perhaps maybe we don't want to rush into selling all of that. Maybe the flaming action boots. Yeah, everything else seems to be fine. Let's head back. And yeah, I guess with the stuff with Katori done, we can now look forward to the opening ceremony, which hopefully should be happening tomorrow, around about this time, right? So there's a whole bunch of other stuff happening though in town. I did see like a whole bunch of like circles and stuff. I'm not entirely sure if I've now missed them because I don't see them anymore, or perhaps maybe they happen at certain times in the day. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they're actual quest lines or just simply conversations that we could have been a part of. Right. There is the matter of trying to resolve our kitchen situation. I'm not entirely sure if I feel like doing that in this episode, or if we want to do it, like, maybe in the next one. Yeah, a lot of the timing is off on a lot of our stuff here, so it's a little bit frustrating. Oh, hang on. We should be able to get this done. Yeah, very good. And I might do sand rice. It's been a while since we've grown some extra sand rice. And I guess maybe the timing on... Oh god, no. I did not mean to do that. No. Let's get that out, and... yeah, that's all I want. That's strange. I wonder why we managed to plant stuff. Even though there were no straw squares there. That was a little bit weird. Anyway. Just checking on our water. Okay, looking good. Maybe should look after the animals for a little bit. I might start making some flour, actually, because I'm not buying the flour. Should be able to get some more brand bait as well. Can this be upgraded? No. Alright. We do still have a little bit of time in the night here. I just want to go to the Blue Moon, see if I can buy some more rice from there. Again, I feel like there should be the ability for us to make our own rice. Alright. Hopefully that'll be enough for us. Maybe I'll buy some of this stuff as well, since again we've got some decent discounts here. We'll need all of that for cooking various things. Okay, now we are still full of energy for the day, but perhaps maybe... Or, hang on, Mian's just here. Do we want to hang out with Mian?
Hello, nice to meet ya.
If we want to court her, I guess maybe we should. I don't know what sort of gifts she would like.
Oh, thank you.
+5, that's not bad. Alright. Oh, and she just runs off. I guess it wasn't a very good gift after all.
Woohoo! Let's hit the town.
Can we hang out at, like, the game center? Maybe she might be pretty happy with hanging out there. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done, like, all of this, you know, hanging out stuff. Hanging out mechanic. So, we'll try and do it a little bit more regularly. And I feel like it's an appropriate time for us to start thinking about relationships. Particularly because, you know, we're getting sort of towards the end of the series. I think we're getting towards the end of the series, but anyway. 2-player whack-a-mole. Yes, let's do that. Let's go with hard. I don't know what the difficulty level means. Maybe it just means that Mian will be, like, really good, really quick. Possibly. Yeah, I think so, because normally, she would, you know, just hit anything. She seems to be, you know, deciding on the best targets. She's doing really well. Okay, it's a tie.
That was fun. I like how we're so in sync, even when we're fighting moles. High five.
Alright, anything else we want to do? So that was +4. I guess we could play other stuff that might give us, you know, better rating. I have no idea if, you know, playing this might give us a good rating or not. Okay, not exactly. 2-player space pilfers, yes. Let's go with that. Nice. +3. Okay.
Yeah, we did it.
I can't remember exactly what sort of activities we can do when we're hanging out with people. It is getting late though. So perhaps maybe we should end the hangout.
Well, I think that's enough for today. We should get back to it, huh? See you.
Alright. I have no idea if I did well there or not, but we'll try and do this a little bit more regularly. And if you guys have some suggestions on what we should be doing on Hangouts and stuff, let me know in the comments, because yeah, that sort of stuff, like the social aspect of this game, is something that I'm not entirely familiar with in terms of mechanics. I know we can go to the game center and hang out there, but I think there might be other activities that you could do aside from going to the game center. Maybe going to the Blue Moon and having dinner or something like that could be a thing as well. But anyway, should be time for bed now, so I'm going to just go to bed before it gets too late. And yeah, we'll do a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. I'm sort of hoping that some of those yellow circles might reappear on the map. There's Tour de Rock. I don't know if we should be participating, purely because that might actually conflict with attending the grand opening, which is at 8. Cantaloupes from Danby. Right, before we continue here, let me just have a quick look at what our machines are doing. Maybe load up on the copper bars, why not? Marble, I think we have some limestone now, so should be able to get some limestone brick. And yeah, that should be enough. Get some iron here, and on this one, I think we could go with some fiber scrap. Sweet. Okay, time for harvest. This is almost done. I would like to wait a little bit more. Let's get this done. And I'm gonna replace that with maybe some raspberry. Alright, looking good. This is all done. Got a decent amount of brand bait now. Might go with some fertilizer. Should be able to make plenty. And speaking of brand bait, keep forgetting, but I do need to just feed these guys. Oh, actually, I should retrieve and place these guys down. And we'll feed these guys. Alright. Now, checking the map. Trying to see if we can find those conversations again. It doesn't look like it. I may have missed a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Yeah, that is a real risk when you see stuff on the map and you don't attend to stuff immediately. Yeah, bit unfortunate. Anyway, gonna head out and gonna see if we can continue to gather up some materials for the day. Get some of these machines working on stuff as well. Yeah. Might not be a bad thing to start stocking up on some of these items. Yeah, I mean, especially these rubber shells. I'm sure we might actually have a need for that. Nano coating might also be a good idea to get some of that. And what about all these other knickknacks? We might need some of this stuff. Chromium steel bearings. Might stock up a little bit more on this. Fiber rods. Okay. Towards a rock. Do we want to participate? Look, since it's early, maybe it's not a bad idea. We'll just need to take a look at what time it is once we participate in one race. We probably don't want to overdo it.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Tour de Rock competition. Back then, folks around here didn't have horses. So when they needed to get around quickly, they'd hop on a door and ride down. Back then, folks around here didn't have horses. So when they needed to get around quickly, they'd hop on a door and ride. Back then, folks around here didn't have horses.
That's a little bit bugged.
So when they needed to get around quickly, they'd
Let's
hop
do
on
it. It's still about 11 o'clock. Choose a mode to play. Okay, I think that sped up some time a little bit. I think the last time I did Tour de Rock, I had a bit of a bad time when it came to the game actually sort of behaving properly, and things ended up bugging out pretty bad for me, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Alright, Coop is killing it, along with Avio. Alright. 3rd place. Not too bad. Not too bad. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. So... what, that's like 2 hours or so. What time's the next one? 4. A little bit risky. Let's not do that. And yeah, I'm probably going to maybe do some work instead, gathering stuff up. Alright, I guess I just need the Yakmel station initially here. Where am I? Oh, yes, okay. Just getting my bearings here. Alright, as usual, gonna go to the Dead Sea. Need to be a little bit careful though, because I don't want to be late for the opening ceremony. And I assume the opening ceremony is going to be held right in front of Katori World, maybe at the entrance. So we need to make it back there, you know, when it's time. Nice bit of nano waste there. Grab these sunstones as well. Yeah, I guess I could hit up all of the locations where there should be nano waste. And perhaps maybe that's all that we can do. Anyway, just gonna get to it. In the meantime though, I might take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all of you guys who have been following along so far, enjoying the series. You've been here from day one. I really appreciate you. And yeah, a lot of those people who are leaving comments and suggestions and stuff like that, really appreciate those people who do that, because you'll know that I obviously don't really know what I'm doing in this game. I have sort of gotten used to a lot of the systems and stuff like that, which is good, but there's still a lot of stuff that I'm not too familiar with. And one of those things actually is the whole relationship mechanic. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you're leaving likes on the video as well, I very much appreciate that. Definitely helps the channel out quite a bit. Wink wink. But yeah, enjoying the game so far, and I'm feeling a little bit sad at this point as well, guys, because it feels like we're sort of at the home stretch. And you know, it's kind of that feeling that you get when you're getting close towards the end of a really good book, or perhaps maybe a really good TV series. And you know, you sort of just want things to continue, but you know, things have to end at some point, right? So, getting those feelings, guys, getting the feels. Alright, so we're already getting the alarm for attending the grand opening. Let's actually make it back. And I should be able to just simply take the Yakmel from here to get there. Where is the grand opening? I'm not actually seeing it. Let's go to the Valley of Whispers. I might have to just have a look at our journal here. Make sure that we're not missing where we need to go. Front gates of Katori World in the Valley of Whispers. Join in. Yep. So down this way.
Thank you all for coming today. I just wanted to say a few words before we're officially open. Don't worry, I won't make you wait too long. Ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed about this place. A place of pure happiness and wonder. Other people, they didn't see it that way. They thought I had my head stuck in the clouds. When I came to Sandrock, everything changed. The people of Sandrock believed in me. They believed in my dream. Sandrockers are something truly special. I want to thank them for believing in me when all I had was a shack with some old games and an empty museum. They gave me their hard-earned money and time when no one else would.
You go, girl.
I also want to thank my son and Ma for sticking with me through the good times and the bad. You don't know how much that means to me.
You're the best, Ma.
And finally, I especially owe my thanks to you. You were always willing to lend a hand whenever I needed it. Without you, Katori World might never have been possible. So, I want to invite you to be the first official guest to Katori World. Come on up! To everyone here today, and to all the folks who come after, welcome! This park is for you. Here, adults can be children, and children can dream of a bright future. Welcome to Katori World, the happiest place in the Free Cities.
Don't worry, we tested it. It's safe. 100% safe. You know, I just had a thought, guys, that perhaps maybe with Katori World opening, we can actually take people here on Hangouts. So perhaps maybe we can bring Mian here. There we go! The grand opening of Katori World. Let's get you to return back. But I wonder if we can just like hang out in Katori World at this point. To round out the episode. Sort of looking around a little bit here. It is a big space though, isn't it? Like getting around, as I mentioned, might be a little bit difficult.
Wasn't that splendid, Gertrude? What a darling experience.
Quite, quite. This Katori World is a rather dashing experience all around.
Indubitably. Now, let us depart one more time for Coaster World.
What a wonderful idea, Cornelius.
Coaster World. I guess that's probably what the name of the ride is. There's actually a lot of conversations happening here. I probably don't want to miss all of this, considering we've missed a whole bunch of other stuff. Where is this happening? Maybe here? Or up there?
Told you, Jasmine, it's cilantro. You ain't eating it, you ain't gonna grow. Did you see? I can go on any ride I want.
I saw you on the roller coaster. You were bawling your eyes out.
Was not. I was jumping off cliffs back in my bandit days.
Really? That's not what this picture says.
You have a camera? I work for the paper, remember? Look at that pig. Magic word.
Alright, looks like they're having a good time. There's some hidden treasure chests around this area somewhere, maybe underneath. I'll come back for that. Let's go this way.
Have you gone on all the rides?
Oh yeah, the roller coaster is awesome.
Well, what do you think of the park?
It's really great. Fantastic. I'm really impressed, Ma. I'm proud of you.
Oh, honey, come here.
Beautiful. Oh. I'm really happy that she managed to reunite with Aloe. And also that a lot of her dreams are actually coming true, her ambitions. So, good on her for sticking with it.
I'm glad I'm visiting before this place becomes famous. Before the wait times increase.
What? Will the wait time really increase?
Oh yeah! They'll add a special higher price membership for you to skip all the lines. I've foreseen it.
I think that's how it works in like Disneyland or something like that as well. It's bound to happen. Bound to happen. Couple more conversations. Let's do it before we finish up this episode. So, something going on over here.
Well, dang. She did it.
Oh, I'm happy for her. It's been tough for her, coming here, leaving her family. She tried to do something special, and Sandrock hit her like a ton of bricks. But she came out the other side, stronger than ever.
Yeah, really proud of her.
So, did you try all the rides?
Mm-hmm. I was the one doing final inspections. So I rode them all a zillion times already. You know, for safety.
Hey, I thought that was our job.
Right. For safety.
Well, we could say that we were the first one to test the roller coaster for safety purposes.
I hear this place used to be some crazy old world shampoo-y place.
Shampoo-y place.
Billy, ain't no shampoo round these parts.
That's 'cause they done cleaned up. Got it all sparkling like. Then they built this here amusement park.
Them crazy Sandrockers, what'll they do next?
Alright. Oh, that was really cool to get first impressions of this place. And yeah, I'm really happy with how Sandrock is coming along. Things are looking really, really positive. Alright, I think this is where we'll call it an episode, guys. When we come back, we'll plant those Saxel trees, and then we'll see what happens next after that. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As usual, leave a like or a dislike or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.